throughout the summer, this wonderful bike, this Kawasaki Versys 650, has been my daily. It's pretty much the only way that I've gotten around all summer, and it's been fantastic. But I don't really want to ride that in the winter. I don't like riding bikes and relying on bikes as daily transport in the winter. So I have picked up a new winter vehicle. It's a 1991 Toyota 4runner, and it's it's set up for off-roading, but I think it'll be okay for the winter. I need to do a little bit more work. I need to finish making it inspectable. I have 10 days to do that from the day that I register it. So I've got all of my turn signals and all the lights and license plate attached with zip ties because I don't have any tools here. This is at my house. I need to get down to the workshop, and it's about a 10-minute drive. So this is my very under-engineered solution. I think it'll last. It should be okay. We'll see how the drive goes, and hopefully I get into the shop tonight. The exterior of the 4runner is together enough that I think I can get it down to the shop. So I'm bringing down the parts, the bumpers, the skid plate, everything that needs to go back on this to be inspectable. And I'm realizing this is the most luxurious vehicle I have. Look at this. It has a stereo that works. It has an air conditioning button. I don't know if it actually has air conditioning or not. It's got a heater. It has a fan, but it smells really, really bad, so I'm not going to turn that on. It even has cup holders. I don't know what kind of cups I could fit in there, but it has them. This is an automatic, which normally I absolutely abhor, but it should be fine for the winter. It's four-wheel drive, and in general, I think this is the fanciest vehicle that I own. Now we'll see if it can drive. Wish me luck. We are in the shop. We made it. So, full disclosure, this is the replacement for the Jeep. As I tore into the Jeep, the condition just kept going downhill more and more and more. The more that I saw, the more that was ruined. So I picked this up, and it came with this, another 4runner. This one's a 94, but most of the parts are interchangeable. This is a 91, and it's already pretty much prepped for off-road. So this one's in good enough shape that I think I'm gonna finish fixing it up and sell it, which would essentially make the prepared one that's pretty crappy free. And I do like free. So that's the plan with it, with these two. This one needs a little bit of rust repair, some brake lines, and I'm pretty sure it needs an exhaust. And the rear bumper had pretty much disintegrated. This one needs, I think, an axle based on some of the noises it was just making. It needs the bumpers, and I think that that's it. I do have a pair of bumpers that are in here, but there are a couple of other issues with this that I need to sort out. For the most part, it's rust-free. It's not in bad shape. It's got all the components. So I should be able to put this together and make it a good street car. It's time to take inventory. We need to figure out what I've actually got to work with here. So let's pop open the tailgate, take out what's in the back. So far so good. This is a rear bumper. Looks like it's most there. The one on the 94 was completely just disintegrated. It had totally rotted from the inside out to the point that there was just chrome, and that was it. Front bumper. This one's important because it holds my turn signals in. And other than the bends, this one looks great. This looks like it's in spectacular structural condition. Okay. So the previous owner had bought the other 4runner as a parts vehicle And the main thing that he wanted was the power steering pump out of it, because this one had failed in the 91. So he took the power steering pump out of the 94, chopped off a bunch of the lines. So if I'm gonna get that working again, I've got to rebuild this, get all new lines, and install it in there. But that doesn't seem like it's such a horrible project. Probably worthwhile. Let's see what's in the side doors. One box full of interior bits, and oh, this is the other headlight surround. And we've got one big box of straps. Most of these are E-Track, and maybe we'll do a shop short on these a little bit later. These are kind of fascinating little attachment devices, but all of this went with the box truck and the open trailer, which I no longer have. We'll get to that in another video. So I'll set these aside, we'll talk about them later. One trailer winch. This is not an off-roading winch because it's a steel cable. I could replace the steel cable, but this is still only a 2,500 pound winch. It's a cute little guy, and it's really only good for loading a vehicle that already spins and rolls freely onto a trailer. One OEM skid plate. These are pretty durable. They're not super thick, but for an OEM option, that's not bad. Still has all its mounting hardware too. That's nice. I have a spare Bridgeport vise for my spare Bridgeport. One box of shop supplies that I was planning to bring down here anyway. This is just all the stuff that I've ordered online. Mostly really useful stuff. One set of precision screwdrivers. These are fantastic to have around, and they're not expensive, even for good ones. One microfiber cloth. One registration. So in New Hampshire, I have 10 days from the date of registration to get it inspected. I'm not allowed to drive it after those 10 days, but within the 10 days, as long as I'm ostensibly getting toward inspection or inspectable, and it's not actually a road hazard for anyone else, I can still drive it without an inspection sticker. After those 10 days, I'm banned from driving it on the street. All right, so this is the starting point for the pre-winter project. I need to finish this before the snow flies because the only vehicle that I'm using right now is my motorcycle. And that's not great in the snow. I still need to be able to get to work. So, we'll wrap this up, make it street legal in the next few days. I can start driving it then, and I guess all I really need to do to pass inspection is get the bumpers on, mount the lights in a safer manner, and I want to say that's it. That lays out the next few days for us, and I suppose that's it for this episode. We'll do a follow-up shortly. As always, thanks for watching.